Hello, good morning. Ria from Maisie Moo here, jumping on quickly because I'm about to pop out soon for a lunch with my girlfriends, and I saw the response to this wee notebook that I posted last night on the Facebook group, and I thought, you know what, I'll try and get this out for you guys as soon as possible. A lot of you mentioned having markets this weekend, and so yeah, let's see if I can pop this video out nice and quick and get this template listed in Etsy and on the website. Now what this is it's a little cover for spiral top bound notebooks. Now I'm making two sizes, one for, this is a US sized notebook, which tends to be the 3x5 inch, and then over here in New Zealand, Australia and UK, I think you tend to find them this size. They're 112 millimeters by 77. I think Spirax, I'll put the link on my information anyway, do a set size. So yeah, what I've done is I've created this larger one here. You've got your wee pocket there. You've also got another insert if you're wanting to put both sides of your notebook underneath. But yeah, you've got a couple of options. You've got a pen loop. Really cute little gift. This one is for Maisie, and I'm making one now for Isla. It's funny because they're really into, at the moment, these not so girly anymore, more neutral colours, and sort of they love mushrooms. And anyway, so I've been trying to get a few things that they will enjoy. Okay, it's straightforward. It's an easy stitch, or you can glue it, or you can machine sew it, or I know some people even punch if they're using a heavier duty kind of leather, maybe not the faux leather. So you do have quite a few options. What you could also do if you wanted to is you could pop some HTV in this exposed area here if you're concerned about seeing the back of your faux leather. But this is really nice and firm. This is from, oh, I don't know if this is Polka Dot Peach or Joliffe. I can't remember. They look very similar. Either one. They do cut well for this easy stitch. So let's get started. We'll start with the bottom part here. And what you're going to simply do is sew one way and back the other way. If you've made anything from Easy Stitch, you will totally know how this works. But if you haven't, I will quickly show you how I get started. I usually start somewhere either at the base or on the side because you're wanting to hide your knot. And we've got a length of, this is DMC embroidery thread. You can use wax cord, and you just start from inside, and then I'm just going to work my way up and come back around. So I will probably fast forward this on the video. Okay, so you can see I've worked my way to the top and I've come back down, and you've got a solid stitch line there. Hopefully that's focusing, and I'm just going to keep going. So you could choose to do a single stitch if you wish, but obviously the more stitches, the more robust. There we go. You could even choose to do a saddle stitch. I know some people like to do that. That is a leather stitch where you use 2 needles. It totally lends itself to this, and that's actually quite a secure stitch. So if anything was to happen to one stitch further along, then it wouldn't unravel quite the same. But as I say, I've tried to keep this easy stitch, and this really is. Okay, so we're coming to where we want to put the loop. Now, in the case of the larger book cover here, the pen loop is midway down. Obviously, pens do vary in size, so you could even find smaller ones for this, but I will try. It's going to sit proud either way. So Might pop it in at this stage here. So what you want to do is you're going to be passing your stitches through all of the holes. Might do one more. Okay, so I think that's a good position to pop it. It's up to you. Obviously it's got to be, you want to come down a couple at least, which is what we've done here. So it's a bit fiddly. You want to pass it through. Go, all those holes nice and tight. This is where a little blunt, well, it's a wee bit pointy, but it's not like a normal needle that's going to stab you. Blunt end is quite handy with this because you already have your wee holes. Okay, so we're at the top again, going to work my way back round. Go where we were before. You can see I've got one more stitch. There's no stitches on the back, which means that when I'm going to come out through, you can see how I've got the needle through the two pieces of faux. So I'm going to come out there, and then to tie a knot I will pass it back through. Now I don't have much thread because I got a knot and I had to trim it, so we're coming back through. See, I have a loop there, then I'm going to grab my needle, there we go, and come through the loop. So when I pull this tight internally, there's going to be a little knot just underneath. I'm going to do that again. Whoops, move further up. There's my loop, come back out through another stitch. So you see how I've done that, and tight. And I'm going to just trim it off inside so that there's nothing hanging loose on the outside. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is exactly the same thing on this side here. You've obviously got an extra layer, so you're going to be going through all three, but again I start from the side, sew around and come back again. Okay, so something I thought I would do with this, just to show you an option for closure, is to add some elastic. It'd probably be better if it was a bit thicker, to be honest, but I don't have any at the moment. It still gives you an idea. What you would do is you would have it so that you could flip it around to close it. So to do that, and I'm adding it to the top because if you're writing, you don't really want it to be lumpy underneath. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to pass my needle through the layers. We're going to put it through the back, and then I'm going to run it through the elastic. There we go. When we come back around, I'm going to go back through that again. And I want to make sure I sew through the elastic again. So what I've done is I've just tucked it underneath and making sure that the needle's gone through there. There we go. Okay, so we're on the last stitch again, which means we need to tie that off. Okay, so I'm going to pass my needle back through and create a loop. There's your loop there. one more time. There we are. Okay, and we are done. So let me just cut that thread nice and short. And there is your little notebook. So what we will do is insert, this is for the smaller one, remember, but obviously it's exactly the same for the larger notebook. Okay, so here we are. We have both of our notebooks. And as I say, you can, if you want to, you can insert both covers in. See how we've got there? We've got that cover there, and it folds over. There we go. Or just slide it in the back. It's up to you, but it fits either way. Obviously, you've got a pen loop on both of them. You've got a little tab here if you're wanting to put a card or some notes or just whatever. I think these are really cute little stocking fillers or presents for Christmas. I'm looking forward to seeing what you make with these. There we go. Have fun creating. Bye.